Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, interstellar gatekeepers, true guardians of the multiverse of light. Happy 1313 portal on the Mayan Zolkin calendar. Today is the 13th day of the 13th moon of the 33rd year of the new Sirius cycle. 13 is the synchronic order of the divine feminine goddess, mother of all creation. Our Solaris has released 2 M-class solar flares in the last 24 hours for our full coronation into divine sovereign way-showers of the new heaven upon the new earth. We have risen and are ready for our full compression breakthrough into divine conscious co-creators of the new Yerushalema, of peace and prosperity for all of our families of the light. All benevolent star nations, ascended masters, and angels of our galactic legions of light are with us now for this great awakening and transformation of this realm into the way station to lead the new age as our universal fleet of the 144. All nations join in this great shift of the ages to release all that no longer serves and step into our roles as galactic earth angelics of the Ascension Team, ground crew, interstellar travelers of eternal life, guardians of our Terra Nova Gaia. Through our self-realization of Buddha nature, we free ourselves and all our people from the sine wave time loop programs of slavery and control into the freedom codes of the Holy Spirit. Our universal life force, the heavenly chi, flows through our sacred avatars as conduits of the one true source of infinite life, the great mystery. The one law of truth and love is reenacted through our collective light work to enhance the life of all living sentient beings of the path with heart. Really feel into this energy as she raises in frequency. If you tap in and resonate with the angels, you will receive the chills of bliss through your body that will raise you ever higher. We get out of our head and into our heart to merge with the stillness within. We are in the quickening of time and consciousness as we journey closer to 0 point and total expansion into light. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our Sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with Divine Brothel of the Light, Dzongtsar Khyentse Rinpoche. Good gurus are on the verge of extinction. It's almost impossible to find a guru in this world at this time who has all the noble qualities of a Vajrayana master described in the ancient tantric texts. But in the Mahayana Sutras, the Buddha offered advice about what to do if we can't find an authentic master. He said if you encounter a person who talks about Buddha nature, such a person should be venerated as the Buddha himself. If you think about how many millions of people there are who talk only about food and clothes and bank balances and never about Buddha nature, you see why the Buddha would say such a thing. In this degenerate time, if you can find a guru with even a few of these qualities, then you should consider accepting him or her as your teacher, because such a person is so rare, on the verge of extinction. From the book, The Guru Drinks Bourbon, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Mary Long. Close your eyes and visualize a world of peace, where no borders separate one from another. A golden world of beauty, magnified with glorious colors. Feel it within you, where all is peaceful within, the loving essence of our divine soul. A world of abundance, peace, and unconditional love for all that is above, below, within, without, united with all beings of the cosmos, our seas and inner earth. Just feel it happening. See it within your hologram. United forever in harmony, living with all equally where no harm or hate is allowed. Only the loving grace of our divine presence. Manifest it so, will it to be collectively as the oneness that we are, and so it is. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Ismael Perez. What's really happening now is we are preparing to undergo a quantum leap in evolution, a shift that has long been prophesied that will change matter and consciousness on the planet as we know it. It's best to stay grounded and in a high vibe as much as possible. The Order of the Blue Rose is rising through the bloodline of Michael the Archangel. The guardians from Lyra Sirius are stationed now on the earth. The forces of Michael are here, and they are the star seeds. We are legions, and earth is our new home. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ellie Ray. Without the participation of your own fear, structures made of fear will collapse. It is so. Fear cannot exist where love dwells. You may be triggered, bullied, coerced into a state of fear, a state of heightened uncertainty, a state of desperation. I ask you, beloveds, to remain in peace. Do not react. Instead, take a pause, breathe, allow yourself to step out of time. Yes, you can do this. When you choose to be present in the moment of your breath, you stop time. Outside of time, fear does not exist. Your old reactive programming does not exist. What does exist is love. What does exist is peace. And from this higher frequency vantage point, all solutions arise in love. This is true. Try it for yourself and see. What happens if you meet your fearful trigger or circumstance with love? Love is being called upon, through beautiful, brave souls, to rise in the face of every manner of conditioned external fear. As this rise occurs, external structures built in fear begin to collapse. Allow it all, so only love remains. Keep breathing, show up in the face of fear, and shine boldly as the love you are, and watch what happens. Watch how love reveals itself to you. This is a grand rising of love. We are it. One world, one heart, one. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Pars Kute, it is time. It is time for the illusion that is all around us to collapse, to fall. We are seeing the signs of this. It is time to connect to the Christ consciousness grid, allowing us to have freedom of health within our bodies. Perfect health within our bodies because it is connected to this grid. The more that we know that, the more that we realize that, the more that we remember that, the more we will find healing within our bodies, because it is connection remembered once again that will allow for the openings of all the meridians within our bodies, letting energy flow freely through our bodies. We are beginning more and more to activate that life force within our bodies and the life force within the etheric form, the Kundalini energy rise once again. The connection to this grid is happening once again, just as in Atlantis and Lemuria and other civilizations, and of course other planets and other systems. We have all experienced this before. The times that we have come here for to lead the way, to be those pathfinders and those wayshowers are here now. Yes, indeed, there are various events that are going to manifest. They are in process. They are in momentum right now, and they are coming. The truth shall be revealed. But it is because each and every one of us that are once again connecting to this grid, and not only connecting to this grid, but building this grid, building it more and more, bringing the vibration higher and higher so that the grid is reverberating down into the planet and raising the vibration. And of course, we cannot forget of the great event that is also making its way here. The great solar flash is coming. We are all preparing for that. The lighted realms have been doing everything that they can to prepare our astral, our etheric, and our physical bodies to be able to withstand the energies coming in. Slowly at first, but also gaining momentum. more and more energies coming into the planet. More and more we are able to take those energies in, take the light in, anchor it within ourselves, and then shoot it out from ourselves, spread it to all corners of the planet. We are doing it consciously, but we are also doing it unconsciously, because we are the light, we are the love, we are the truth. We are the I am that I am, the consciousness within us, the source consciousness within us, the Christ consciousness within us. This is remembering itself within us, within divine love of one, Pars Kute, and from divine Sistar of the light, Shekinah rose. Blue ray ascension update schism is the time-space matrix. Seeing through the veils, we are still on the New Earth timeline. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest, as this is my personal experience in sharing as an ultra-sensitive empath, blue ray channel peacemaker, and near-death experiencer. For many years I have wanted to share in this way because I have witnessed and experienced many anomalies and other phenomena in the energy fields and with my clients. I thought it may be too esoteric and you need to be very empathic, intuitive, sensitive. I know there are many beings, starseeds, lightworkers who are attuned and very sensory aware and empathic, and all I want to do is share, hopefully validate, and let you know you are not alone. And what a holy gift power your empathic, sensitive nature is. As a sensitive empath and Blu-ray, you feel deeply and know when the energies are not as they have been or that they might feel slightly off. You can feel the consciousness and the energies and how to relate to them, though you may not always know how to articulate it. Yesterday I felt a shift from our timeline where we are on the ascension new earth of mass awakenings and beings ready to ascend. And as I've been working with clients, and what I've been seeing is that many are shifting to a higher frequency of awakening, and I also see other beings that are ascending. It has been joyful to experience this, and I mean that it is not happening in hundreds of years. It is that certain beings would be in their ascended state, and you may not necessarily know who they are, as many of these beings would be living their normal lives in that ascended state, and as they would contribute to the consciousness field resonances. This would help others to shift and awaken and to hold this resonance field of the new earth. As a blue-ray angelic empath sensitive, I can actually hear and feel a sensation that is not easy to describe in my field, where there has been a big disruption in the energy matrix. It's a bit like static energy that's like a super fast wave, like an after-pulse static energy of time-space lag. Though it's not slow, it's super fast. It's not easy to explain, though I notice in my field. It feels more like science fiction and the movies with their special effects. As a sensitive empath angelic that has touched the other side, coming back with the ability to connect to the subtle energy realms and attunement to the music of the spheres, frequency of the universe. When working with beautiful souls, I am able to tap into the higher realms and soul fields for the individual's frequency to bring information and be a witness with them, assisting in their ascension. There has been a noticeable, palpable energy shift. This for some may come also with more of a downer, depressing kind of energy of any core issues coming up again, as we are riding again through another time-space continuum that could open through pathways touching in them again, and even if you had worked on them and transcended them, they could come up again in the present, bringing them almost new in our energies. I spent many hours yesterday with all my energies. I could powerful muster in meditation, powerful breathing and healing in the white light source fields of creation. Doing this in my own field, and I saw a lot of things going on, like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, all those things she saw in the Twister, and I kept steady in the light and with my Holy Spirit light support. I have experienced similarities like this as having 3 near-death experiences. Sometimes when you come back from the light, as you come back through the veil, it's at warp speeds, and this veil can be lessened. This can mean that you pick things up from previous lives or other, and that you did not have before. and the veil is automatically and instantly much thinner for a while in your reality. Are we still on the New Earth Ascension timeline? Yes, because we knew it before, and whatever comes up we can use it for our benefit. We press more to be in divine alignment in the highest timeline. We can bridge those time spaces that can come between, that is trauma, shock, fear, depression, lower emotions that can hold on to you or put you back, and making rash decisions because of lower emotions that have come up. They may be there to validate and honor in a new way. Allow them to rise to the higher heart, to give you an expanded consciousness within your higher self. Being awake and sensory aware is a holy power, and to not be downplayed. It's sacred, and for many reasons why you are here on the planet, an arising empowerment healing of the feminine essence. As grid workers, Blu-ray, empath sensitives, star seeds, we are called in certain ways to serve at various ways, to feel, to empath, to pray, to notice and acknowledge what others are not, to be at certain locations where we are guided. It's part of our path, love and service. In the highest light of love, our new earth. Today feels lighter, more grace. What do you feel? From ShekinahRose.com. And from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. The program is spitting us out. The program has ended long ago, but we are now experiencing its ending in our lives, relationships, and bodies. The end of the fallen program in and out of us is the end of shadow, and during this phase, every hidden shadow, no matter how big or small, is to come to the surface. But who is winning at this stage of the multidimensional game? During the following weeks, there will unfold a fast-track movement of correction of the inner self's position. This is a repositioning out of the fallen program and into the organic existence through strong experiences and realizations which are initiated by the higher self, our broader being, who is the actual player of the multidimensional virtual game we are in. This is already taking place, but it is now accelerating. The higher self is this immense being who has agreed into playing in this game and has set many of her aspects in different stages of the game, and he or she is now pulling their aspects back to them through the strongest aspects and characters of the game. What does it mean to be the strongest? The strongest aspect and character in the personal field that one is carrying in this virtual game is the one who has realized that both light and dark are the two sides of the same nature in this game and have nothing to do with true existence, has reconnected to the organic source, and is able to reach first the true values, remembrance, and realizations of the true existence, in the self and in the here and now moment, like integrity, self-responsibility of every experience, emotion and thought, sincerity, forgiveness, absolute sense of safety and power, innocence, sovereignty, wisdom, clarity, peace, liberation from inner shadows and manipulations, true identity, love for all, bravery, eros, true virtues, art of living. This means that the aspect character of the higher self that will move beyond illusion and will reach these realizations first, they will also be the strongest in the game, and they will be winning. By winning, it means that this aspect character will be aligning to the higher self, receiving all blessings, power, wisdom, and enlightenment by the higher self, and will be embodying all charisma and virtues of the higher self on its way out of the multidimensional game, back to true existence. All aspects of the broader self that are affecting the present self are coming to the surface. The shadow is to be felt, seen, and recognized. Inner fragmentation is ending and wholeness is being reestablished. Whatever element or whoever character is organic and corresponding to the values and elements of true life is staying. Whatever element or whoever's character is from the fallen matrix program carries non-organic constructs and serves the fallen world is leaving. The ending of inner shadow, fragmentation, self-irresponsibility, and illusion will mean the coming of the gifted life. Observe. This is taking place both in the inner and outer world. This means both our external life circumstances and relationships and our psychology, beliefs, and perceptions are being permanently transformed. At this stage, we're in the full ego-breaking mode that was creating all illness and unhappiness and feeding frustration, distortion, and oblivion. Enjoy, Erini. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Litica, Legion of Light Beings, we see great achievements as you awaken to the higher calling, as you embrace your multidimensional self. Know a legion of light beings are ready to assist you, of pure love in the higher dimensional realms, angelic, infinite, pure divine light, to assist all beings, Mother Gaia, New Earth transition, as you are awakened, warriors of light. See your light essence expanding, the many beings beside you, empowering you. Know your path is becoming lighter day by day as we collectively work in unity to assist Mother Gaia and all beings. We wish you unconditional love and galactic support for your mission. The Arcturians and Karen from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Mercury in Cancer, square Jupiter in Aries, and sesquiquadrate Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. A bewildering array of opportunities, hopes, and aspirations tumble through the mind. Maybe you are trying to figure out what is real and unreal, possible or impossible. For some, this can be an exciting, creative, stimulating experience, edged with a little impatience as there just isn't enough time and energy to follow everything up. For others, it could feel like all the lucky breaks are elsewhere. The difficulty is that right now, we desperately want to think the best, not the worst. It's easy to shy away from inconvenient truths and hear what we want to hear. It's no good getting angry at the facts. Use your voice and knowledge to change fortunes. Sink deep into the self and acknowledge any tendency towards exaggeration or judgmentalism. Think big, but stay connected to your roots. You don't have to stray far from home to discover what you most need to know. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Harmonic Convergence 2020 through 2028, entering the 13-13-13-13 Sirius Stargate. The Sirius Sun-Earth alignment from July 4th opened the Sirius Gateway of 2022 in preparation for the start of a new galactic year on July 25th through 26, 2022, Keen 68, 3 star, day out of time, and Keen 69, 4 moon, galactic new year, signaled by the heliacal rising of before the sun of Sirius. The brightest star in the night sky is the sacred geometrical latitude 19.5 degrees north on the galactic count of 260 days. This event will signal the completion of the new Sirius cycle 34, NS 1.34, and the start of the new Sirius cycle 35, NS 1.35. Why is this relevant today? Because July 9th corresponds every year to the 13th day of the 13th moon on the 13 moon 28-day calendar, and in 2022 this gateway is highlighted by the heightened presence of number 13. On the Tzolk'in count of 260 days, the 13th day of the 13th moon of the year is synchronizing with Keen 52, 13 human. The 13th day of the 13-day cycle of the sun, Keens 40 through 52, the cycle commanded by the 20th solar seal, and serving as a perfect preamble to the entrance tomorrow to the 13-day cycle commanded by the 13th solar seal of the 1320 matrix, the Skywalker, wave spell of prophecy, Keens 53 through 65, 13, 13, 13, 13. In 2021, day 13 of moon 13 of the 33rd year of the new Sirius Cycle 1, 1987 through 2039, noted as NS 1.33.13.13, corresponded to Keen 207 12 hand and mark the start of the 13th Tzolk'in cycle since we crossed the 13.0.0.0.0 event horizon. 13, 13, 13, 13. Time is art. This synchronization gateway closed on March 25th, 2022, Keen 206, 11 World Bridger, with the completion of a perfect fractal of 13 Tzolk'ins since the closing of the 13th Baktun of the Mayan long count, NS 1.25.6.9, Keen 207, 12 hand. The restoration of the power of 13. Within the new cosmology of time, number 13 is sacred as it holds the highest position. It represents the power of cosmic presence, endurance, and transcendence. While number 7 holds the central axis of every 13-unit cycle, number 13 holds the 7th position on the golden spiral of creation. Considering the transcendental coordinating role of the number 13 across fractal cycles in nature, 13 days, 13 weeks, 13 moons, 13 years, 13 Baktuns. The restoration of the memory of the sacred power of 13 represents the archetypal healing of the creative power of the divine feminine in all things. As the turtle carries 13 scales on her shell, the woman carries 13 portals or openings on her body. 52, the golden measure of the new time. Within the cosmology of the law of time, number 52 is a master coordinating frequency serving as the golden measuring stick that calibrates different basic fractal cycles and time intervals. In simpler words, number 52 coordinates different levels of galactic, interstellar, stellar, and planetary cycles. The emergence of the cosmic human. From the macrocosmic perspective of galactic, solar, and planetary time cycles, we can now arrive to the microcosm at the level of human life cycle. 52, as the frequency of the cosmic human, is the representation of the superhuman, the Homo noosphericus with cosmic radial consciousness. Even for some traditional Maya Itza, like Elder Hunbat's Main, a human attains wisdom at age 52 once he completes one cycle of the new fire. In a similar way, within the dream spell cosmology, the 52-year destiny castle marks the return path to our original galactic blueprint, which can be used to find higher meaning in experiences, events, and people around us. Combined with the solar cycle of 365 days, the Tzolk'in gave the Maya the fractal yardstick by which they could construct calendars and timing systems that demonstrate the harmonic order of the solar system and galaxy in general. Within these constructs, the Maya also maintained lunar calendars and eclipse cycles of utmost precision. From 2012 to 2022, perfect time-space alignment. Exactly 10 years ago on May 20th, 2012, the yearly Pleiades Sun-Zenith alignment synchronized with the spectacular total solar eclipse that served as cosmic preamble to the other two major astronomical portals of 2012, the Venus transit of 6/6/2012, and the galactic alignment with the solstice point of 2012-12-21 on Maya long count marker 13.0.0.0.0.0. 52-year Sirian and Pleiadian cycle. According to the Mayan elder Hunbat's Main on his book 8 Calendars of the Maya, the 52-year cycle known as Tun Bain Ka'ak was coordinated by the Pleiades star system. Due to their very precise methods of astronomical observation, the Maya established the cycle of Tun Bain Ka'ak, the new fire which is celebrated every 52 years in accordance with one of the lesser cycles of the Pleiades. The Nahua people called this very cycle the Xiomilpili, while in Spanish is called the Fuego Nuevo. This calendar of Earth marking the Pleiadian 52-year cycle relates to both the Tzolk'in and the Ha'ab. At the end of the Tun Bain Ka'ak calendar cycle, the new fire ceremony was performed. All the village fires would be extinguished during a ritual of fasting and prayers during the night. When the sun rose the next morning, gifts were made to the gods, and a new fire was lit by priests, who then carried it through the village to relight the hearths. 260 days, 260 weeks, reconstructing the hologram. Let's explore deeper the multidimensional relevance of this key articulation node across the fabric of time-space. Last Keen 260, as we completed the 7th cycle of 7 Zolkeens since ground zero of galactic time, we realized that on July 25th, 2022, we were also completing 7 perfect cycles of 260 Heptads, weeks each, since the start of the current 52-year new Sirius Cycle 1, July 26, 1987 through July 25, 2039. This new discovery led to the revelation of new time matrices. The 52 times 52 new Sirius matrix revelation of the perfection of creation. Thanks to the holographic qualities of fractal time, the 52-year new Sirius cycle, 1987 through 2039, can be enclosed within a perfect matrix of 52 cycles of 52 weeks each, plus 52 days out of time. On this fractal matrix count, each keen corresponds to 1 week. In other words, the 52 weeks, heptads, enclosed within each 13 moon year correspond to one 52-unit castle that can now be mapped and tracked on a beautiful 52 by 52 new Sirius square matrix. On this fractal count, each year is comprised by 4 quarters of 13 weeks each, since we are now only 2 weeks away from closing this 13-moon, 52-week year, and each week corresponds to 1 keen. These last 13 weeks of the year also correspond to the last 13 units of a 260-week fractal matrix. We will present this matrix in full during the coming days. These 52 cycles can also be mapped and tracked in a sequence that follows the loom of Maya, of 52 galactic activation portals. May peace, harmony, and beauty prevail on earth, in Lak'ech, and from 13 moon peace time. As the elders of the Supreme Star Council of the Federation of the Galactic Federations, we represent many levels and orders of the evolvement of cosmic consciousness. There really is no other type of evolution. We who speak have attained this possibility because each in our own way within our own galaxy family have gone through a process of initiation that begins with becoming a planetary server. A planetary server is one who realizes the wisdom of sacrificing his or her individuality, the idiosyncrasies of the individual ego owing to a clinging to personality and localized identity on behalf of the greater whole. Such a sacrifice is carried out specifically for the purpose of serving the planet as a living entity in need of becoming fully conscious. No planet supporting intelligent life can become conscious except by the sacrifice of the individual consciousnesses on the planet's behalf. When the highest, most diversified form of intelligence supported by a planet can come to this attainment as a species, then the planet attains full consciousness. This consciousness is called noosphere, planetary mind or mental sphere. Throughout the universe there are 2 kinds of planets, planets with noosphere and planets without noosphere. Those with noosphere are far fewer than those without, and it is an uncommon feat to attain such a status, though in the end it is all in conformity to the law of spiritual evolution. We who speak, the elders of the Supreme Star Council of the Federation of Galactic Federations, have all experienced this transition of our host planets to the condition of the noosphere. We have advanced to levels of consciousness only possible to entities inhabiting planets with noosphere. We participate in a large network, the Intergalactic Union for Sufficient Evolution. This union is one of the many commissions of the Federation of Galactic Federations. Each of us who speaks is a unity, a planetary plurality that has attained a kind of cosmic individuation, but of what you would call a collective nature. Rinri, Project Newsletter, Volume 4, Number 4, lawoftime.org. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 52, Yellow Cosmic Human. Cosmic is the name for the number 13, and its key words are endure, transcend, and presence. The last day of a wave spell is often the trickiest because you must process the 13-day journey that you are completing. If you began this wave spell of the yellow sun consciously with the intent of enlightenment, you should have experienced eureka moments along the way. Before moving on to the next 13-day journey, it is important to ponder and digest what you have learnt in this one in order to make the most of it. Today is a yellow human day which represents influence, free will, and wisdom. There is a lot of poetry to be found in the patterns of the Tzolk'in, and the connection between the first and last days is always interesting. We began with the yellow sun, and final destination brings us to the yellow cosmic human. This suggests that the quest for enlightenment results in channeling wisdom, or in other words, opening yourselves up for divine knowledge. The free will enters into the equation because it is up to us to do whatever we choose with the knowledge we are gifted. So on this cosmic day, consider what you have learnt and remember that you are a vessel to be filled, and so try to remain open. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Cosmic Human, 13 Kib, Keen 52, 9th of July 2022, Cosmic Illumination, Coronation Day, 9/7/2022 equal 9/7/6 equal 9/13 equal 9/4 equal 13 equal 4. 1313, Double Cosmic Gate. 44, New Earth Gate. Day codes 9, Completion, Destiny, Service, Divine, Grace. 13, Cosmic Consciousness, Natural Lore, Goddess, Mysteries. 4, Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth, Angelic. Month year codes 7, Magic, Mystic, Spiritual, Solitude. 13, Cosmic Consciousness, Natural Lore, Goddess, Mysteries. 4, 20, The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22, Architect of Peace, Master Builder. 1313 plus 13 Cosmic Tone equal 131313. Triple Cosmic Code today. A divine cosmic superhighway is open. The energy today is expansively awakening our cosmic intelligence, magical and totally illuminating. Day 13 in the yellow sun wave spell is the final day in the cycle of light. We reach completion and thus are graduating from Earth School with full honors as the divine masters that we are. Day 13 is a day of transcendence where we leave behind our old selves, shedding our heavy burdensome coats and donning our beautiful luminous rainbow coats of infinite colors, radiating our full luminosity. Tone of creation, cosmic, is the last and final tone of creation, the highest octave. Tone 13 operates in the spiritual realm. 13 is the mystical number of the cosmic order, the goddess and synchronic natural time. We have arrived. Add some, I am here. This is the stage of having transcended the physical, emotional, and mental realms and arriving at cosmic consciousness. Cosmic action transcends, power endures, essence presence. Today we conclude our 13-day cycle of seeking more light and wisdom in order to embody Buddhic consciousness. We realize that we have transcended the thinking mind as we become pure consciousness, floating endlessly in the sea of cosmic presence. Hip hip hooray, it's graduation day. You are born anew this day as the new cosmic human, the true sovereign leaders and rulers of Nova Gaia. Step up and claim your throne. Today's question is, how can I reclaim my cosmic independence and divine sovereignty, becoming a beacon of light to guide and influence others using my cosmic intelligence? And so we bid adieu to our small yellow human, who is now replaced with Cosmic Abe, our divine golden human. We are not the same humans that we were 13 days ago when we commenced this journey of enlightenment with Ahau, the magnificent yellow sun. Our golden chalice is expanded to hold greater light, and we have learned to radiate like the true light bearers that we are. No more light workers, we are now the light holders, the beacons for others to follow, drawn to our light, in order to navigate safely through the chaos and turbulence into the source of all that is. You have found your way home, precious hearts. Now it is time, in this new time, to illuminate the path for those souls following in our footsteps as the great awakening unfolds. We finally leave the past behind, expanding our ability to receive as we hold and embody more radiant solar light. Tomorrow we are blessed as we unfold our new golden wings and learn to fly with Bane as our guide, Red Skywalker, the angelic messenger and galactic explorer, will be continuing our expansive adventure as we commence a brand new wave spell and our journey through the dream spell continues. Divine blessings for your regal cosmic coronation today. Cosmic salutations, precious hearts. In Lakech Alakin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 52, Yellow Cosmic Human. The mantra, the code for today is, I endure in order to influence. Transcending wisdom, I seal the process of free will. With the cosmic tone of presence, I am guided by the power of intelligence. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations that we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help support us, our work, our mission in this channel, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to thank Divine Sistar of the Light, Mariana Boriana, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sistar, for your continued support. We appreciate you very much. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sistar of the Light, Amanda Anderson, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sistar. We appreciate you and your support. And I'd like to also thank Divine Brother of the Light, Aaron Flavinson, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Brother, for your continued support. We appreciate you very much. We appreciate and are grateful for all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you. So thank you very much. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with a powerful code and gnosis from the Summit Lighthouse. Hail to the jewel and the lotus. The ascended Lady Master Amaryllis, goddess of spring, has described the Om Mani Padme Hum as the hum of the universe. The flowering of the spiritual lotus portends the opening of the soul who yearns to drink in God and His compassion. Gautama Buddha says, give the simple mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. This wondrous mantra, also known of Kuan Yin, celebrates our soul, your spirit, your Atman, as the jewel in the heart of the lotus, the chakra of the heart. And this is why, beloved beings of light, I start most of our transmissions with this sacred mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. the jewel in the heart of the sacred lotus, blooming, blossoming into the light. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, awakening process, and keep walking your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.